What is going on, guys? Sorry that I wasn't online and live yesterday. I had a little bit of work going on with my job that I got with as a realtor, so needed to take the day off. Wanted to make sure that I rewatched the match before I actually got into this. So, what's going on, Beck? Good to see you in here, Mr. Marcus, Mr. Exclusive. Good evening. Good evening. But happy to see you guys here. Excited to get into this match, guys, because Phoenix Rising are going on to the USL Cup final, guys. Big time win. So proud of Phoenix Rising and the way they showed up in this game. You couldn't have asked for a better game to have, well, I guess you could have. You could have asked for like 100% possession or some shit like that, but it's not going to happen. So you couldn't have asked for our team to play better and have done better. Clay, it's good to see you in here, man. It's honestly, guys, we didn't have all the possession of the ball. Possession was 67 to 33, if I remember correctly. But at the same time, you know what? We managed to hit our counters perfectly. And to me, I don't necessarily need all the possession if we hit our counters perfectly, because the 2 goals that we scored were both scored on counters. And it's all you could ask for. How many touchdowns did they get? All the touchdowns, Marcus. All the touchdowns. Dan, good to see you in here too. So to get in this match a little bit, so both our goals were scored by Chris Cortez and Didier Drogba, and then they scored 1 goal by one of their subs. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but he subbed in for one of their like big time players that actually came from the Premier League. I'm sorry, guys, I can't remember the guy's name, and I also probably won't be able to say it. It was an Asian name. So I'm not great at pronouncing names that I don't know how. Don't we all just love, we do, Beck, we do. But yeah, so everybody on the pitch played together for a full 90 minutes. We defended almost perfectly for the entire match. You couldn't have asked for much more. So Pancakes, we're talking exclusively Phoenix Rising in this stream. Because honestly, they deserve all the credit they're going to get. We're going to do a Juventus preview tomorrow. But Phoenix Rising, we went out there, we defended perfectly, or almost perfectly for a full 90 minutes. We literally had one lapse. No, it's no worries, Pancakes. You didn't know. John, good to see you in here. And then Dan, I'm doing okay. Great result it was. Dan, I don't know if you got the chance to watch live. Did you actually get the chance to watch the match live on Saturday? Because I know I did put the link in my preview for you guys to be able to watch live if you wanted to. But honestly, this game, they did pretty much control most of the game. And it like being there, it did get a little bit frustrating at times, like because we weren't pressing as high as I thought we were going to, but at the same time, when we did press and we did do well, inside of that, like we did hit them perfectly. We had 5 total shots on goal off of 13 shots, and we scored on 2 of those chances. And in all honesty, I don't think OC really had a clear-cut, true chance in this match at any point in time. Even the goal they got was off of a poor play from Carl Wazinski, who is normally so solid. I thought that he was going to come out and catch the ball, and he didn't, and it wound up costing the goal. So you look at the match overall, and honestly, everybody just did so well in defending together as a team. We got behind the ball. We didn't allow them to have clear-cut chances in this match. The only other clear-cut chance that they had in this match was at the very end of the game. They had a free kick. We were in the 97th minute. 97th minute, and they had a free kick. Ball kind of got scrambled a bit, and then guy got a decent shot on goal, but Carl saved it. End of the game, and we rushed that pitch like it was our own. We took it like it was our own. It was honestly like it was kind of cute how they lined up like 10 to 12 security guards in front of all the fans. Because just in case you guys didn't know, we had over 1,000 fans that traveled for this game. That was the last that I heard from official numbers. 1,000 fans that traveled to this game, which was a 6-hour drive from Phoenix to California and Orange County. That's not an easy drive, guys. It was nuts the entire time. We all were chanting and cheering our butts off all 90 minutes. We really made sure that they knew that that was our home. It was not Orange County's home. Breach, that's awesome. I didn't know who all was going to be able to watch it live. So it's really cool you got the chance to watch live, man. And John, I really do appreciate that. Pancakes, the possession was at it was 67-33 for Orange County, but we did hit our counters well. It was an exhausting match. Like honestly, part of the other reason why I didn't go live yesterday to talk about this, my voice was dead yesterday, absolutely dead. And you guys could probably hear my voice is a little bit deeper than normal, and it's because my voice is still hurting. Picture was rubbish. I'm sorry to hear that, Breach. Obviously we were there live, so Arthur wanted to make his appearance, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, so the game overall, let's get into it by player ratings for Phoenix Rising. So Carl Wazinski, I'm going to give him a 7. He was sure-handed for almost the entire match. He made one poor play. That was it. And ultimately, though, he saved us from giving up more goals. He made a few good saves in the game, and he did a good job. Yes, Chris, Phoenix Rising did win. Phoenix Rising won the match 2-1. And can you wish my wife, Wendy, and I a happy 9th anniversary? Oh, absolutely, man. John and his wife, John Murphy, I hope you and your wife have an absolutely outstanding anniversary. Congratulations to 9 years. It's not an easy task, but congratulations. I'm really happy for you guys. So Carl Wazinski, 7, sure-handed, got to be happy with how it went, how he did. Like I said, just that one little mistake. But at the end of the year, I saw somebody say year and it caught me. At the end of the day, Carl did a great job overall. Amadou Dia, left back, did a great job. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. He didn't allow anything down his left-hand side. Nothing down the left was ever on him. It wasn't. So I give Amadou Dia a 7. Tristan Blackman is actually going to be my man of the – No, he's not. He's close, though. Tristan Blackman had a fantastic game, though. One of our 2 center backs. I'm going to give him an 8. No, 7.5. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Tristan Blackman gets a 7.5 because he did a great job all game at ensuring that nobody got through him. He fought all game, played excellent, and he even – funny enough, he dyed his hair from black to blonde for this game. I don't know why. I'd love to hear if he has an interview or something like that to explain why. But he dyed his hair from black to blonde for this match. And obviously it's going to be blonde for our match coming up against Louisville City. But Farrell, I'm going to give him a 7. Farrell, like honestly, our entire defense played perfect all match. All match, they played well together. You couldn't really ask for much more than for your defense to play together and make sure nothing happens. I know, right? Mr. Exclusive, I wish that I could go to. I wish I could go to this upcoming match. Then Abdul Salam, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. All of our defense, they played well. They really limited the chances for Orange County. They had 19 total shots on goal, but they only had 4 shots on goal all game. That's impressive. We didn't allow them to have open and free chances all match. And I'm almost positive that a couple of their shots on goal came off of set pieces. So Colin Fernandez and Kevon Lambert are both going to get 6s. No, I'm actually giving both 5.5s because they both ultimately played the same. And honestly, our midfield really got dominated in this game. They weren't putting in very good passes, but they were breaking up the play well enough and they were helping out in defense enough that they don't need to go below a 5. So, like I said, proud of the way that everybody on the team played. But some of the passes that that both him and Colin Fernandez and Kevon Lambert were both playing, they weren't up to what they normally can do. And I get that part of that is that they probably came out on fire and they probably exerted a little bit too much adrenaline right off the bat because they came out and all they heard was us. We were the only people that could be heard all match. And honestly, that was amazing. John, I agree. I think we're going to beat Louisville on Thursday. It's going to be a fun match, though, and I can't wait to see what Phoenix Rising is going to do for us fans that can't make it to Louisville. So next up, my man of the match, Didier Drogba. He put in the game-winning goal. He was our consistent, just calm presence. He brought just steadiness to the entire team, and he helped lead the team to victory. He was our captain on the day, and he deserves the man of the match. He gets an 8. Didier Drogba did do everything he could to make sure that we won this match, and he helped lead us to victory. If you guys haven't seen much about what Didier Drogba has been doing, he's a player owner for Phoenix Rising. I love the guy. And honestly, so funny enough, so after we rushed the pitch, he originally came over and was hugging all the fans, but then he ran back to the locker room. We were all like, what the heck? Why are you running back to the locker room? Well, he ran back to the locker room to go grab his own phone so he could go come out and celebrate and take video with all of us. How awesome is that? I love that, man. Drogba, you're amazing. I'm going to make sure to tag you as my man of the match. Sorry, guys. Arthur's not happy with not getting all of his time on camera. But love you, Drogba. Chris, you know what? Chris, if you're on Twitter, DM me at RedBeardedRed on Twitter, and we can talk about that. I would love to talk about that with you. Jason Johnson, I'm going to give him a 6. He helped out in defense. He did have a couple of good countering runs. And that right there is what helped make the day a little bit easier on the defense and made it so they couldn't just make some risky passes. It's because we have people like Jason Johnson who is just crazy, crazy fast. And honestly, this game really was difficult to kind of give full-on ratings above an 8 because we didn't have much of a spell of possession, but when we did, we took advantage of our small spells of possession. Solo, I'm going to give him a 7. I think Solo helped out more in defense. He lasted longer in the match, and Solo to me is our best player on the team. He always is. He's a pit bull. He's just, and honestly, he's a bull. He's just, he leads this team so well, and he's the smallest guy out on the pitch. Solomon Asante is 5'2", and yet he plays like he's 6'4". He doesn't let anybody boss him around. He goes at people all game, and it was awesome to see. Solo, you get a 7, and Solo, you have the hearts of all of us Phoenix Rising fans. I hope you don't leave this offseason. And does the league have scope because people don't have that much? So, Pankaj, so the USL is kind of like the championship to the MLS. That's the best way to put it. And it's probably even more like PL2 to the Premier League, to put it in even better terms, because we do have the reserve teams for a lot of the MLS teams. So that's probably the best way to put it. It's probably more like PL2 than it is championship, because all these teams, they have like youth players on it, stuff like that. So yeah, Pancakes, just like that, yeah. So lastly, my last player, Chris Cortez. You're going to get a 7.5. You played well while you were out there. I hope you're healthy for this upcoming game. So Chris Cortez went down in this match. It looked like he might have strained his hamstring. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm looking for medical reports to see what I can find on it. But so far, I haven't found anything. There's been no official word from the club yet. But if you're healthy for this match, we're going to need you. Your goals that you have been putting in all season for us have been a huge, huge help towards getting us to this point and getting us to the USL final. We need you on Thursday, Chris. And if you're able to go, we need you. I hope you're healthy. But everybody else that came onto the pitch, our 3 subs, you guys did what you needed to do. But you don't really get a rating because I don't think you were really on long enough to really need a rating. And in all honesty, you would probably just all get 6s anyways, because you didn't do anything to hurt the match and you didn't really do anything to help the match either. So, introduce I should qualify. No, I agree, Pancake. I agree. We've seen some of the best players. So yeah, exactly. But anyway, to talk about the experience of being there at that match where we had that many people come over from Arizona to there. So, Chris, this was the Western Conference final. So there's a Western Conference and an Eastern Conference. This was the Western Conference final. Louisville won the Eastern Conference final, and now we're meeting for the USL Cup final. And whoever wins this is the ultimate winner of the entire league. We do playoff system here, kind of like the NBA. That's the best way to put it, is we do it like the NBA. Just we only do one-off matches. So are there upcoming players like Pulisic coming through? So Pancake, yeah, Pulisic is obviously a future world star. He's going to be going to big clubs, and that's not a doubt in my mind. But so being there at that match, hearing the fans from minute 1 to minute 90 cheer their heads off, coming from that big of a trip. We basically were in a bus for about 7.5 hours, 8 hours total. But now we obviously made some stops for lunch and stuff like that. But that we went from being on a bus to bringing all that energy, and we brought it for you guys, Phoenix. We brought it for you because we knew you needed us just like we needed you. And you guys came out and you delivered the performance we needed. So I'm really proud of you guys. What's the ratio to homegrown talent to bought-in players like Rooney Zlatan? That's a great question, Mr. Exclusive. So there isn't a lot of homegrown talent on our team yet. We have a couple of homegrown players, like Evan, who is a midfielder on our team. I actually know him a little bit, and I actually played. I participated in a tournament with him that like we played together on the same team. And I like Evan a lot. Evan's a good kid. So that's some of our homegrown talent. Have you heard of Tranmere Rovers in League Two? Love Phoenix played. It's John, I haven't, but I mean, if they're a good side, I would like to play them too. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool. And then, so just so you guys know, we actually have, and I heard this the other day, we actually have the most international players that play on our team in all of the USL. We have a lot of Jamaican internationals that play for our team. Obviously, Drogba has historically played for the Ivory Coast. We've got people, we have a lot of international players on our team. And we have a lot of players that play for like very small countries too. That like ultimately you're not going to really hear much about them. But we do have one of the top squads in the entire league. But Louisville is the team that's coming up that is going to be our toughest challenge to date. They are going to be a challenge. It's going to be a tough-fought game, but I'm excited to go and see what Phoenix Rising will do because it feels like it's Phoenix Rising's year to go and take this USL Cup championship. I can feel it. I can really feel it. I feel it in here, guys. Phoenix Rising's going to do it. We're going to take this championship, and I honestly believe that we're going to go on and we're going to do even bigger things, because I think from here we're going to get our MLS spot and we're going to go on. What team is your – so our team that's our derby is probably Orange County, I would say, Mr. Exclusive. But, I mean, we haven't built up enough rivalry yet with anybody, because we've only been Phoenix Rising for 2 seasons. So, you know, we ultimately we have a new club, and we wound up beating the team that I would say is probably our biggest rival. Vegas, the Vegas Lights have been trying to make us their rival, but it hasn't been working yet. But just so you guys know, I've got a ton of video on my phone. I'm putting together a video right now to show you the experience of the entire day that was the trip from Arizona to the match, and then while at the match, including us rushing the pitch, getting on the pitch, and being with our players, because they earned every bit of it. They earned everything. Phoenix Rising, we love you. Thank you for everything you've done for this entire city and this entire state. You're one of only 2 teams right now in our state that have a winning record, and we could not be more appreciative. Phoenix Rising is going to do it, guys. I'm telling you right now, we're taking this USL Cup final, and I think we're going on to the MLS in 2 or 3 years. I can really feel it. But I'm going to wrap up the video right about here. If you guys could drop a like on the video, I'd really appreciate it. You know, I know I've seen we've kind of fluctuated of viewers here. So if you guys can make sure to drop a like on your way out, I'd really appreciate it. But do you think we'll be Juve? So, Chris, we're going to do our Manchester United preview tomorrow. Matthew McFadden will be joining me, and I'm going to be going live again here in about an hour and a half. Matthew McFadden and I are starting a new video series. Well, it's going to be me mainly, but Matthew needs to be a part of this one because we have to discuss an issue that's been going on and something unfortunate that happened as well. So we're going to be going live at 9 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. AZ to talk about something that's gone on in both on this channel and the United Stand that needs to be talked about, because ultimately this person needs to be exposed for who they are. So to build a little bit of suspense there, hope you guys can all join in. But love you guys. God bless you guys. Thank you all for joining me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, and I hope that you guys will all be able to tune into my Phoenix Rising preview that I'll be doing on Wednesday night to be able to preview the upcoming match, and I'll be sure to drop the link in there for you guys so you can watch the match on Thursday night or Friday morning. I'm not sure what it would be for you guys, but be able to watch it. So be sure to join in later, guys. Excited to have you guys. God bless you. Love you guys. Thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate you.